Hello, everyone. Welcome back to what I believe to be approaching our penultimate episode. Um, because we're very much nearing the finale of Cardinfall. Um,
Really big word.
so our heroes, as we left off, faced off against
Everybody.
two of the yes, so many people, two of the primary members of the Simic Order, Laszlo and Dorothea. Um, while preventing a scheme which would release horrible undead blood creatures of Aether's creation onto the city. Uh, a part of this, some sort of scheme with the Kingsguard of Palor? Perhaps, maybe not. We'll see. And our players successfully stifled this, killing Laszlo and Galdervan, the longtime villain that had been threatening them throughout the entire campaign. All right. And then after that, they went home to see, on their trip home, they see Azarius announcing the profound success of his daughter and his son, Galdervan, he, in defeating these blood creatures and taking credit for it um, and blaming their reluctance, Sanctorum's reluctance to accept the Azarius Legion for the cause of the catastrophe.
Wait a minute. Did you just say Azaria said Galdervan was his son?
He did.
I don't remember him saying that.
Oh, I think I did. Well, whoops.
What?
I meant to either way.
Cool. Good to know.
Mhm.
That's really sad.
I thought maybe him looking up to the sun and declaring, "Dad, are you proud of me?" might do it.
I
Might
didn't
spill
hear
that a
I didn't
little
know.
bit.
He didn't say, "Dad, are you proud of me?" He just said, "Are you proud?" Or something.
Oh,
Or like, "I
yeah.
hope." Or
Yeah.
he said like, "Is that enough?"
Mm.
Or something like that.
I mean, it was.
He said, "Did I make you proud?" At the end.
Yeah.
I guess, but like, I would say that to my
Nonetheless.
king. I mean, come on. Doesn't have to be my
Uh,
dad.
Series confirmed.
I just was like,
Yeah,
did I really
anyway.
miss something? Because.
I was happy to give you that anyway. Speaking of which, at some point we'll do a conversation in which I'll spill everything.
Like
All the
our
stories.
own little tell-all.
Yeah, I'll 100% do that. If you don't, find out everything throughout the course of the campaign. So, then after you got back, you were confronted with Felder and Draxus, the two-headed giant giant wizard who is part of the Dawn Emissary, who then uh, teleported you away to safety, perhaps. So
Don't say
as so as the flash of energy fades and you all find yourself sitting in a laboratory. This laboratory is not the same as the one in the Harbor District. This is instead a laboratory that looks much more ornate, well-funded, perhaps. You see much of the same equipment seemingly transported, maybe recently. And you look outside some windows in the side, and you see sunlight drifting through. Somewhat iridescent sunlight. You are on the top districts, in the center of one of the laboratories of the Dawn Emissary. Within this, you see the brain of the Illithid, mind flare that you brought back inside of a tube connected to a large screen. Felder speaks to you. Good. I'm glad we were able to get you in time. We aren't sure what's moving right now, but we believe it's big. You might be at the center of it. Especially after your more recent actions.
Oh?
What?
What you did just attracted a lot of attention to you. You're on the public stage now. You're no longer the little guys. I needed to get you out of there. Because I don't know who's moving against you.
Right.
Crassus speaks up. You shouldn't. You must be careful now.
Okay.
We've been trying. What, do we just stay here? I mean, are we getting ready for something specific? I mean, is there anything else we've figured out?
Well, first, I want to show you what we discovered through the course of our study with this brain.
Alright.
I hope. Let's just show you instead. I'm going to change up this music a little bit. I haven't used this playlist in a little bit. I hope it's good.
Interesting.
All right. Would you all like to see what the beginning of the universe looked like?
Sure.
Oh,
Besides the two of us, you will be the first. Anybody with a passive insight of like plus 12 can clearly see that Trassus and Felder are both deeply disturbed, stressed, scared. All right. So he walks over to the screen. He presses a few buttons, and you see some electrical charges moving through the like half-exposed brain of the mind flare. Zapping, you see its tentacles writhe in front of its face. And the screen begin to flicker open as its memories and its connection to its elder brain, which has been here since the beginning of time, uh, cycles cycles through in front of the screen. You are exposed to a vision of a world that doesn't look anything like yours. You see something that looks like the astral sea, but instead of the multitude of layers of planes like you would expect to see on your understanding of the cosmic world, you instead see worlds of floating balls separated by miles and miles of emptiness and stars that they circle around. A world that looks a lot more like our world in our understanding of planets and cosmology, but something totally alien to your players. You see these mind flares in these giant obelisk-like ships moving between the stars, moving from planet to planet like a plague. You see people fighting against them in great wars. You see races that look totally unfamiliar to you, and much to your surprise, you see humans. You see orcs, you see elves, halflings. You see glimpses of memories flashing before you of things very familiar to your world, yet totally alien. You eventually see more recent memories you see flickers of 5 different masks, 2 of which familiar to you. You see finally a sixth mask, a totally blank mask. No hole for the eyes or mouth, just vaguely hinting at the shapes. This mask speaks to the brain, memory which you see, and simply says, This is the opportunity. This is the opportunity for the next universe to carry on. We work to preserve all that goes on here, but we can't work without direction. May those who enter this door lead the next universe in a way that we cannot. I am the ambassador of Galagon, and I invite you through. You see as a door opens in the center of a room. You see vague implications of these memories aren't clear memories. They're more of um, general art, abstract versions of what you assume to be events. You see several creatures, people in a massive fight and fireballs and claws firing in every direction. And you see the following beings enter through the door, ahead of what you assume to be the mind flayers. One of which is let's sorry, I'm looking through my notes. Through the door, the first thing you see enter is a mage. You understand, or you can see labeled within the encryptions on the screen that the brain regards this mage as the mad mage. The mage has the mage does in fact look to be some sort of wizard. You can see several eyes floating around his body. Um, some sort of arcane spell or item, perhaps. They go all down his cloak. Just eyeballs all down his entire attire, and some floating in the air around, firing off lasers protecting him as he's the first to escape in through the door. Following that, there are two dragons, one black, one golden. After that, there is there is a set of three heroes, as it is regarded by the brain. These abstract people who enter through seemingly as a team, and then after that, the final people are the mind flayers. When they enter through the door, they face total annihilation, and they're essentially faced with three choices. They can either um, focus on self-preservation when you enter through the door, and in doing so, you will come out the other side in the beginning of a new universe, just as you are, preserved in this new world. They could give up any sense of what they are or any sense of individuality and sacrifice yourself to become something greater, a god, or something greater than a god in this new universe. Or you can scatter your own being throughout the entire universe, so that your virtue and wills are imposed upon the entirety, if not um, directly, then indirectly woven into the fabric of this new universe. You imagine this is the same; these are the same options that were given to each of the people that went through the door ahead of them. The mind flayers chose self-preservation. When they entered this world, they entered it alone. Seemingly, they were the only ones that chose this option. And then the mind flayers begin their reign all anew and begin their life in this new world at the beginning of history. And it seems this is what's going to happen to yours.
Hmm.
Doesn't seem like we have much other option then, to just watch this unfold. Again. Do we know how much time we have? In any sort of way?
Felder says, looks at his hands for a second. Yes, Draxus has spent a lot of time calculating the approximate collapse of the universe. We understand it to be um, but a few days from now.
Oh.
Okay.
Time moves quick here. We have also isolated the location. It's a place in this district, about 4 miles from here.
Are the other masks here?
We haven't seen them. But from what we can tell of that vision, they will be there.
What do we do other than just sit around and wait for it? Wait for everything to go away.
I can't speak for you, but we've spent a little bit more time with this information and are able to do a little bit more studying than you. We've determined what we think we will do is our priority is to get through that door. I understand it's imposing ourselves upon the rest of the universe, but we can, given this opportunity, do something good for the next iteration, even if we couldn't for ourselves.
What about all the other people?
I don't know that there's anything we can do for them.
I mean, unfortunately, even if you told everybody in the universe where the door was, it would take more than days just to funnel everyone through it.
Yeah. Right? So then we wait?
Well, I don't know that waiting will be an option for us. The reality is that we aren't in control of every mask. The reality is that I don't know who knows and who doesn't. They don't have access to the same research as we do. But for all we know, the other masks could be more cooperative than the ones I was given access to. If this is true, then the mask might have just told them. In fact, from what never mind.
Yeah.
What do you? Is there something else we need to know?
I'm suggesting that we should not assume that we're the only ones that know this information.
Because we're not.
Well, I mean, those Sicard Syndicate sons probably knew something. They
Well, that would
somehow
mean that.
summoned these masks.
We also
Well, didn't
practically gave one.
you tell Bograx to look into what the Suns knew about them?
Yeah, I did.
The Legion also has one.
The Legion has what, two now? With the
At least
cartographer
one.
and the sculptor?
I
know.
don't think anybody has the sculptor. If I were to say anybody has the sculptor, it'd be me, but he's no help.
He was definitely plenty talkative when we talked to him last.
Talkative, but not help.
So,
But this doesn't seem like something you can stop, right? Like it's just gonna happen.
Well,
Because at that point, it seems like best case scenario would be to stop as many bad people from getting through as you can, and
from
get
what we've
as many
gathered,
good people through as you can, so the next universe is good.
so from what we've been able to uncover, we believe that the masks aren't actually causing the collapse. What I think, Draxus thinks, is that we are dealing with something that is. The masks are not, as problematic and perhaps even evil as they are not the cause of the collapse, nor of the destruction of all mankind, I believe that the masks are the reason why this door exists, which is separate from the cause of the collapse. They offer us an opportunity. They restart the universe, where otherwise, perhaps it would just go into nothing. We can't be sure. That's why Felder and I have decided that it is our utmost priority to, as your colleague Crumbs has said, ensure that we can decide who goes through that door.
How long does the door stay open?
We don't know.
So it's a bit of a race then?
Very likely. We doubt the door is even open at this moment. We just know where it will open.
And will it open up here? In the upper districts?
Yes.
Meaning every single person down below won't be able to get to it. Unless we somehow get them up here.
Feels like we're the ones playing God. It doesn't seem very right.
Much as I love the idea of letting someone else make decisions and generally not imposing my will on other people, it seems like this is a rare circumstance where we don't have a lot of a choice. Either we impose our wills on the next universe, or someone worse will. And as much as I want to be the good guy that says, oh no, we shouldn't make things the way we want it to be, that's like a dictator, that's a bad guy. I'd rather we impose our halfway decent mindsets onto the next universe than let people like Volgrax or Azarius do it.
Right.
Azarius is almost certainly going to try to be the first one to go through that door.
Definitely. It's not like we can take him down, though.
But we were told that we would be important players.
Right?
Time and time again, the sculptor said as much to us. That other people weren't, but we were. I don't know if that's simply because we're special.
Whatever that means.
Well, to be fair, we are a little abnormal. Two of us run on divine energy, and the other one
I have weird
shapeshift
skin.
and is pretty unpredictable. You could be the god of mischief. That's fun.
That would be pretty fun.
That'd be pretty
Oh
fun.
my.
I'll be the god of wholesome
Food.
hearths and good food.
I also want to say, I as a DM am going to film my mistake. Nix, you look into your bag that contains the somewhat bloody remains of what you looted from
Oh, yeah.
Laszlo. Let's talk
Yeah.
about what you found. You found a set of 4 objects, 2 of them identical. You found a potion of true polymorph. And you found a wand of binding, and then you find 2 separate crystals that are vaguely shaped in the form of lenses.
Well,
In
I
the
guess
form
Ancient
of
does
lenses, like glass lenses.
Perhaps, yeah.
No documents or anything.
No, it seems like he didn't carry that kind of stuff on him.
Makes sense.
And it also seems like he didn't anticipate he was going to die real soon, or else he probably would have drank that potion.
Oh well. Now he's super dead, so. Oh.
So, what are our next steps then? Make a list of people we need to help. Make a list of people that we need to not help.
Aether, are you suggesting choosing the gods? Is that what you're suggesting, or do you mean something else?
I was suggesting figuring out how to keep Azarias from going through and figuring out who else to help. I
How to
don't.
shove Omar through the door?
That's what I mean. Are you suggesting hand-picking who the gods of the next universe will be?
I don't know. That's what I was saying before. It felt
Aether,
like
that's
we were
so selfish of you. How could you say something?
We should say it's slightly more complicated than simply the gods of the next
No, I
universe.
mean, it sounds to me like you don't get to exist, but it's kind of just like your brain waves kind of go out.
Well, we aren't exactly clear on the historical implications of each of the following creatures, but each of the people that went through, but clearly not enough people went through to uphold the entire pantheon of gods, and certainly not even of just incredibly powerful extraplanar beings. I mean, you have Asmodeus himself doesn't seem to appear amongst any of those people.
I doubt we would be gods. We would just kind of be like we would be the moral energy. I think, right? Is that kind of more accurate?
Well, actually, part of the reason why we decided to trust you with this information was because of what we saw. Um, and then he goes through, and after you see the three heroes enter through the door, you see a reoccurring set of memories throughout the entire memory of the Mind Flare, of every single time they rise to a state of extreme prominence. There's always, every single time, three different sets of people that show up and ruin every plan they have. Every single time there's an extreme level of evil, there's always a set of three different people ready to stand in the way. Because infused to into the universe that you live in, there are three heroes.
So you're saying
So bad
that
because
you,
I've had a very similar idea, and now it's gonna
you
feel like I'm
think
copying you, even though I already had it.
we're the three heroes?
Sounds to me like we've already gone through this door once, is what he's saying. Just a
Not
very
specifically you.
long time ago.
You could. We think we understand that your souls are totally different. You don't resemble the original three heroes or any of the others that appear throughout all of history. It's more about just the fact that you exist is woven into every part of fate.
Well,
Huh. Somehow that feels like a weirder thing to digest for me than the fact that the universe is ending in a few days.
well, maybe we will be playing our parts after all.
Huh. This is a lot. So, are we just gonna basically stand in front of the door like bouncers and say, what's the password? And
Well, we certainly hope so. Hope it'll be so simple.
I think
I
that'll be that simple.
I don't
That's
think.
enough for us.
Yeah. I really worry about the Legion, though. I mean, Azarius incinerated that entire statue monster with like one thing. We can't possibly take that on.
Well, maybe you can pull the "I'm your daughter, don't hurt me" card. he did announce to the world that you were his daughter. It'd be kind of a bad play for him to just suddenly be like, I'm gonna kill you anyways.
We still don't know what exactly happened with my mom, so can't rule that out completely. Someone had to write that note to Caldervon. I don't know. I guess we could go for more of a trap, though that would be assuming that we are a lot more crafty than a literal angel, so. Anyone got any other ideas in the meantime? I'm guessing we're staying here. What?
I'm just trying to think of who on earth we could shove through that door that also fits the iterations of the other things that have gone through the door.
Well, are we trying to just repeat this universe?
No,
Like it
this
ended
universe is
well.
pretty sucky.
So, it seems like some bad things went through that door. We shouldn't be looking for their iterations. We should be controlling. For instance, unless perhaps that gold dragon had some association with Paylor or Azarius, we have no reason. Perhaps they are an iteration, but I have no real reason to understand the connection. If I had to guess, Azarius didn't have much control in the next door, though I can't be sure.
Well, I don't even know anymore. My brain is short-circuiting. I feel like
What?
it's on a pan getting fried like an egg.
So I guess we kind of have to make that list, huh?
Yeah,
Very wrong.
yes we do.
It's for the good of the universe, I guess. Maybe, hopefully. Guess we'll find out, or maybe not. I don't know how this works. Should we?
The other thing is, if we get through that door... Sorry. Nature Valley bar got stuck in my windpipe. Say we make a list of people we want to take through that door or shove the door while we're defending it valiantly. I don't even know where I was going with that. What are we going to do next after that? Do we have to go to them and say, hey, the universe is collapsing in a few days. You want to come up to the upper districts and go through a magic door to restart it and refresh it? Turn it on and off again and see what happens? You know, like, what, how?
Sounds far-fetched.
Not much else to go on. I mean, it's just kind of like, hey, universe is gonna end, but there's an opportunity to make the next one better.
Wait a minute. Isn't Zykia here?
Yeah.
Yeah, super there.
You would be the god of sick
Motorcycles.
rides.
Yeah, I don't
mostly
know that I'm
horses.
into the whole. I don't know that I'm into the whole god thing.
It'll be mostly horses for a really long time. But eventually, someone will invent motorcycles. I guarantee it. No chance they don't.
There were other options, you know.
I mean, here's the people that
Not actually
immediately
gonna be a
pop into
god,
my head.
I like the idea. It's funny.
Omar,
Omar.
obviously.
Is he really that good of a guy, though? I mean, he's just a politician that isn't a jerk. I'm kidding. Of course.
He was trying to bring equal rights to the dragons. You know?
I know. I'm
The
just
bar
kidding.
is low for politicians to be good.
Should we go find a
But
dragon? Should we bring like a gold dragon with us or something?
I feel like that might take a while.
Omar,
We have a potion
Omar.
of true polymorph. We can turn them into a person.
They can already turn into a person.
Well, then what are we worried about? That's so easy. We should go find one. They're
we
good.
could bring Bozzle, but he's an arms dealer.
Yeah.
He's got a heart of gold.
That's.
We met a
could
gold
bring.
dragon.
What if we bring one of his kids
did.
instead? They're nice and innocent, kind of cute.
We
Huh?
can bring Silverton.
They're all gonna die anyway. I mean, we might as well bring
Oh my
one.
god, crumbs.
I'm just being honest. I'm sorry. I'm just being honest.
At least you're really sad.
We
It's
could
sad,
bring
okay? It's the end of the universe. You gotta think about
I
it.
wanted to see them grow up.
Orion as an option. I thought she was pretty fantastic. Cared for me very nicely. Cares a lot for her people in Jotunheim.
Plus, like, I feel like it'd probably be. I feel like not everybody has to be like perfectly good, right? Like maybe a little bit of neutrality in the universe would be kind of a good thing too.
Celia.
I'm just saying, like, if we don't know. Well, I don't know about that one. That's not what I meant. I just meant like, even if they're not like saintly people, like I don't know the giant lady all that well. I don't know if she's like super nice, but like I'm just saying, even if she's like just kind of like a decent person, like that's solid too. They don't have to be like a saint.
Person. I would say even better than decent.
Nice.
I just feel like we're missing so many people, you know?
We only know a few people. We ask the same people for information every time we have a question.
It's our own fault. But there's still more out there, you know?
Go to a soup kitchen, find the guy that runs it, be like, hey, you wanna come? So saying, if you want more, if you wanna pad the numbers, it's a pretty good way to go. Just saying.
Now I need to like look through my list of people we know.
I think we've hit all of them. Yeah, I mean, like, we've met other, like, NPCs, but, like,
What
I
about
was
that
about to say-
troll guy in the sewer? He's kind of nice. I've never
The
met him, but
bartender?
the other guys-
We could find Acor, the bongo guy with the scrolls.
Acor! We never bought anything from him. We never had enough money. Oh, I feel bad. Yeah, because
Just a total. Can we actually roll real quick on the news event table?
There was this one old turtle guy that used to come into the restaurant all the time. He was pretty friendly. We could bring him.
let's see what I rolled.
Unless turtles
It's
are
just a
extinct.
D20,
Ryan,
right?
did I break your lore by saying that?
Oh, you're fine.
Okay, cool. Turtle guy, yeah.
Just a D20.
Yeah.
Name was
6.
Oogway.
Edward.
Nope, we're good.
Oh yeah, the guy that gave
So-
us the feet.
I can actually say, you all see on a news screen nearby, that a bunch of the, they announced that a large amount of wild people were just caught trying to breach the wall. And they did successfully breach the wall with some sort of extreme fervency. Okay. Sorry, I got a text from Ata. With extreme fervency. And it seemed that they were trying desperately in droves to get through into the city. And were mostly repelled. Thanks to the good work of the Azarius Legion.
I am angry.
They must know something's wrong. They don't have those little protection things like we do.
Oh, those? And he like slides open a like green, like one of those walls that can slide open, and you can see like in a large container one of the things. Oh yes, Aether, you feel the tinge of magic as you see that open. Aether, what do you do?
I didn't think that was gonna end up having to actually happen. Oh no. I guess that I go up to it, you know?
You go up to it.
How big is it? I feel like that's an important question. Oh, I was imagining it being a lot bigger than that. Okay.
It's pretty big, but it's not like usually the things that contain it are in general like have to be the centerpiece of a room. But
I don't feel like I have a choice in this question that you just asked.
sure. Can you make an Arcana check for me
I sure can. But
as
I
you
failed that
look
wisdom
closely at
saving
it?
throw.
Oh no, this is different than that.
Okay, okay. 18.
18. All right, then I'm not gonna spell it out for you, but you're reading through the like many arcane runes here, and as you're going through the arcane runes, um, you see a flow of magic energy going through this, and it has and it has a daisy chain of effects of like flowing the energy from one place and raising the energy here and lowering it there, and it goes and it goes and it goes, and you don't find an output. There's no it's a long series of if statements with no and then.
I'm confused.
Um, so what do you do?
How easy is it to make these?
Those, they're pretty tricky to make, but you know, I suppose I could make more. Do we need them?
Well,
I might-
you know,
It'd
we're not
probably
the only
take me at least a couple days to make another.
we're not the only people that live here, and you know, outside the walls, other people might need them.
Oh, I see. You see, these are funky little devices, and he walks up to it and he taps it for a second, and it moves slightly. You know what it does, Aether? It glows. That's its entire purpose. It floats here and looks fancy. We we in the Dawn Emissary have told everyone that we've kept the barrier from encroaching on Cardinfall. The truth is, we've never controlled the barrier. We've created these arcane puzzles and put them all over the city, and because of that, everyone has felt happy and safe for as long as Cardinfall has been here. The reality is, we've never had any way of controlling it. We have no idea why Cardinfall hasn't collapsed yet. Probably has to do with the masks or the collapse itself. We don't know.
Maybe it just wasn't meant to collapse yet.
And now that I know that essentially everything I have here means nothing, do you want it? It does nothing.
Well, if it does nothing, then that's not being helpful at all. Sure. Sure,
Yeah,
I'll take
he
it.
he
I have
takes
a
it
backpack.
and you do so and you take it in and you feel the arcane like the Fey energy that was like locking something in your brain clicks and you're freed from whatever was happening. So for the sake of Karena and anybody watching, you were suffering from the effects of the spell Gaius,
Knew it.
spelled Gaes.
I knew it.
Um, yeah, so that because you made a promise in the Feywild, so that's what happened.
Holy shit.
I was very nervous about that. After that session, I was thinking
Yeah.
about the spells that I knew second campaign, and I'm like, that's gonna be real bad if something happens with that spell.
Sorry to let you in on that secret, but I feel that my oaths to the Dawn Emissary and elsewhere are rather unimportant now.
So we're all
You
just
feel very unimportant now.
we're just hanging on to hope all the time, huh?
Every way that matters. You think we wouldn't have extended Cardinfall further if we could have?
I guess knowing that now makes sense. It's hard to feel like there are good people in the world, especially this one. Should we go to where the door is supposed to be and stake it out or something?
Might
Like
be a
some
good
sort of
idea.
plot?
Might
Well-
be yeah.
Either way, if we're gonna do that, you all need a rest.
Yeah. I definitely need a rest.
We don't know what we're gonna face there.
Well, along the way, I'm sure. Azarius just announced to the world that Aether's his daughter, and Azarius has a lot of enemies.
Something of a celebrity now.
He also said we were part of the Azarius Legion, which is a little insulting, to be entirely honest with you. I was barely in that clip, and he did not get my good side, and that makes me angry.
Let's establish. Let's get you packed up and ready to go. So, let's get you a place here. This is a side. This is not the centerpiece of the Dawn Emissary. It is a auxiliary lab. So, figured it was a safer place to keep you. And he leads you to a side of like a side dormitory, basically, with a couple sets of rooms, and with like bunk beds and stuff, and literally like college dorm kind of deal. And he says, "Make any preparations you'll need. I expect things will get difficult from here on out." And and then he rolls over a small cart, and they say, "Felder and I have been preparing some items for whatever might come, and considering that the stockpiles won't be necessary anymore, figure you might find some of these interesting." And he gives off a few of the following items. We get 1 potion of supreme healing,
Oh.
2 potions of superior healing, and 4 potions of greater healing. And
Breaking the pots in front of a big boss door in Zelda, and you're like, oh no, why am I getting
Yeah,
so many right now?
yeah, pretty much. And finally, a animated shield.
What's that?
Oh, and a javelin of lightning. Not very good, but it looks cool. I dropped a die. I'll be back.
Animated shield. Now, what is that?
I would say we're getting ready to go out and fight God, but it seems like we're going out to fight to become gods, which is weird.
Gods to become gods?
I don't like that at all.
Here I was thinking I would die young.
Well, technically,
Dysentery in an alley in Axel District.
well, we'll definitely be putting these potions to good use.
Ask who's taking what, so we're exceptionally clear.
Yes.
So, what is everybody's armor class?
18.
Same.
Okay. Do you guys mind if I take the animated shield?
I already have a shield.
I have a 16 AC.
I also
so
already have a shield.
I will take the shield.
Cool. For some reason, I imagine it's like shield surfing, like in Breath of the Wild.
That's fun.
Shred it up.
Okay, so there's also this javelin of lightning.
Lightning sounds like Crumbs' specialty, huh?
If you would like it, it is yours.
I mean, Crumbs doesn't know this, but I know that the Javelin of Lightning is not a small amount of damage.
No, it's yeah.
Especially when you can max it.
Who should take the big supreme potion thing? Because we have 2 superior, 2 greater. Obviously, we can spread those around. I already have 2 regular health potions.
I thought we had 4 greater.
Do we have 4 greater? I wrote that down.
Yeah, it was 4.
Oh.
4.
Okay, I was just double checking. A shield is not considered armor. So that means that, technically speaking, Barbarian would be allowed to use it and keep its normal AC.
Cool.
Hey! What does the animated shield do?
You can use your bonus action while you're wielding it, and it tosses up in the air, and for the next minute, it floats around you and gives you the benefit of a shield while giving you 2 free hands.
I am
That's
willing to sacrifice the Supreme Potion to somebody who can bring people back to life. Rather than, like, because I can't do that, I can just deal a shit ton of damage. But bringing somebody back to life in case one of us goes down is a pretty important thing. So if somebody has Revivify...
I know,
Revivify.
all crumbs.
So I think Crumbs should have the Supreme one, because if he's in a pinch and is near death, he can't bring himself back.
Yes.
And that'll automatically, when you take that, it'll heal you 60.
Makes a lot of sense.
So,
Which one is it?
the Supreme Healing Potion.
So
Eh.
sorry.
Mm.
You good?
Nope, we're good.
I don't remember. I have 1 greater healing potion already. Aether and I can split the superior?
Sure
The 2
thing.
superior ones?
1 superior. And then I already have 2 regular health potions. I can also heal myself. So maybe we each take 1 greater, and then next you take the other one, just in case you do get beat up a lot.
I can do that. I'm doing all of this assuming Zykia will not be going with us, because that's an insane thing.
Bonding activity.
So, from what I'm looking at, my options are, I go with you. Maybe there's a funky door. Maybe there's not. And I die trying to get there. Maybe I go through a door. Maybe I don't. Or I go home and die there. I think I'll just go with you guys.
Really?
What are my alternatives, Aether? I just...
I feel like anybody that knows about the door and knows what's coming would probably want to get through it.
At least there's a shot that way.
Yeah.
It's like jumping off a cliff with a faulty parachute instead of jumping off without one at all. It might open. Better than nothing.
So, do you want one of these greater healing potions in case things go south and you need something?
You know what? That sounds like a great idea.
So I'll split the 2 that I got. 1 will go to Zykia, and I'll keep the other one.
Would you mind keeping that on note? Because
Yeah.
I won't remember.
Can do.
I did not know this. Crumbs. How many diamonds do you have?
2.
I did not know that I could learn Revivify. I've had the same spells, like, this entire game. Purposefully. I feel like we might not need Identify. Do we feel like that's a safe bet?
I think that's a safe bet.
In the same boat, though, is it worth 2 of us having Revivify?
I mean, if one of us goes down and the other one is up.
Guess that's fair. I die, it would be
better
unfortunate.
better to have more than one person with Revivify than one person and that person dies. 2 out of 3 is better odds.
Yeah, but like I'm not gonna die. I have Grubs. Grubs doesn't die.
Characters do.
I don't know what you're
And
talking
we
about.
are overdue for a character death.
I don't know what you're talking about. I only died twice this campaign.
Sorry, I didn't realize that I could have my paladin spells separate from the artificer spells.
Yep.
Wow. I can have 3 more spells now. Oh no. Sorry.
Speaking of which, whatever. It's okay. We're okay for now.
Are you good?
It's just maybe I'm a bad DM and thought you were level 12 right now.
Should we be
Nope.
level 12 right now?
Uh,
I can level up in 3 seconds. I don't know about that.
that sounds fun. That sounds like a good idea.
Should I long rest, by the way? I don't
It could be
know.
long rest.
You're about to do a long rest.
Okay.
So I can go ahead and do it.
Okay. I was gonna say I've been sitting on 17 hit points for a while.
Yeah, there's no way I could send an encounter to you after the fight that you just did.
Yeah, that'd be evil.
I mean, you could,
really
but
sad.
A single hill giant would just like kill you.
now, Ryan, I have a question. Is it safe to assume that we're not leveling up again?
I might decide that after you might level up at the beginning of next episode or at some point during the interim. Maybe.
Do this because I can get.
Taking my oath. Woo.
I'm gonna do rogue so I can get evasion.
Rogue is the correct choice for you. Evasion is incredible. So now comes an important decision, Karina. What oath is Aether taking?
I'm looking. None of them have like descriptions, so I'm scrolling through.
Yeah, I would Google them. The main ones I think would be good for Aether is the Oath of Redemption or the Oath of Devotion.
Those are what I figured.
Interesting that you're leveling up in Paladin after the Azarius events.
You think I'm a paladin because of Azarius?
Yeah.
No.
Oh? Wait, what?
Her
I
divine
saw-
powers have never been in association with any divine being.
I was gonna say, Corona just like froze and died. What happened?
Dead now.
And I is frozen.
I'm just getting a loading screen now.
I have Corona frozen like.
Thing.
Does she have to leave and come back?
That's possible. Or maybe one of her Wi-Fi's died.
At least it's not me this time.
Hey, it's not you.
Not my fault. It's actually been pretty great. Nobody's frozen yet. It's been an hour. It's pretty good.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I don't even have the Ethernet plugged in this time.
I just assumed this whole time that Aether was Paladin because of Azarius. Oh, her laptop died.
Yikes. That's unfortunate.
Okay, I don't think we have any viewers.
Wait, I hope that wasn't on the charger, because otherwise...
True. Would be unfortunate.
I don't think it was.
Hey, well, that was the session. That was the session, everybody.
Thanks everyone for coming.
Thanks for
Didn't get
watching.
any of
Oh,
the deals.
there she goes. I got oopsies. There we go.
I'm cut in half. I'm back.
I wish I could set it up to like automatically switch. Like, what if I could
Mm.
program it to like detect what the screen is?
Greta, welcome back to the land of the living.
Sorry about that. That's really funny though.
Alright.
Okay.
It's funny too, because last week my laptop almost died because I had the charger like on it, but it wasn't all the way in. So literally in the middle of us playing last week, I got a notification that was like, laptop at 2%, plug in or turn off, and I was like, whoopsies. That would have been really bad.
Wait, so why is she a paladin?
She is like, what, like a fourth god or something? Half
Is she just
god?
devoted to herself?
Probably just a paladin
I'm
herself.
not spoiling. Corinna can say if she'd like. I'm not gonna say anymore.
It's just a paladin.
It's not really like that crazy.
It's not. It's not. I'm just not gonna say it. You know.
Maybe that can be for our post talk game.
Yeah.
It's epilogue
I
stuff.
think I want to do
When our consciousness is like meld
bullshit.
with the entire universe and we learn everything about each other.
Yeah.
Or whatever happens, man. I don't know.
Hey, so what are you getting for Oath of Devotion? No, don't worry about it. I got.
What if we just like
Tell
opened
me-
in the doorway and Nyx was like, "Wait a minute, Psyche, you are into me?" And like that's everything.
Your brains mold together.
Roll
as,
credit.
They
You-
merge
You were
with
into
the-
me, just in the universe.
That'd be funny.
I'm a real boy, and now I'm dead. Woo! Fades into nothing.
Nyx is just gonna like stare at the ceiling for a bit, kind of have a bit of a crisis, because who wouldn't? After hearing
Yeah.
the universe is ending in a few days, and it's just gonna kind of audibly say like out loud and just be like, you know, I thought I'd have more time to like figure out what my real name is and like maybe who my parents were or at least where I came from. And while that feels like it pales in comparison to the problems that are coming ahead, it also is kind of a bummer that I'll never know.
I mean, maybe while looking over the entire universe, somehow you'll find out.
That's terrifying.
Woo! Oh no, what do I choose? Oh, I'm gonna have to choose two of them, right? I got 4th level spells now. And most of them are like, whatever. But there's Banishment and there's Death Ward. Banishment is banishment. Death Ward is if one of you falls below 1 hit point, you go to 1 instead.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Which is
good.
pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That's like the what's it called? Defibrillating armor.
Mm-hmm.
Kinda. I
Love
put it on
that.
Nyx.
Aether just kind of has a slightly more clunky version of Death Ward.
I mean, if I put that on Nyx, then neither of you can die the first time you hit 0. And it's not concentration, it just lasts 8 hours. What'd you say?
Because I could hear something rolling somewhere in the house, and I couldn't figure out what it was, and I was worried that it was Neo, and I was gonna have to go check something out, but it's just Ryan in the office.
Alright. Do we want to get back into it?
Sorry, I've just been choosing spells this whole time.
No, I understand. This was my mistake. I should have had you do this earlier.
It was really easy for me to level up.
Yeah. Rogues.
Or magic.
Thanks. No magic.
Oh.
I don't know if you guys know this. In the next campaign, Lizzie is playing a wizard.
It'll be slow sessions while I'm like, what the heck is going on? And I also won't be used to being squishy.
Yeah.
I'm used to being like a literal wall of brick.
Wait, you're serious?
No, I'm not.
Like,
a
are you
wizard.
actually playing a wizard? Like,
Yeah, Krona, fun fact. I changed my character.
like, excuse me?
I wouldn't just reveal that on stream like this. It has to be a surprise.
I was confused, but then you kept going with it. I'm like,
Oh, boy. Oh, no. Oh, jeez. 4th level Call Lightning? Ooh, 4d10
You only get one
damage.
spell slot though, right?
I do only get one 4th level spell slot, but like 4d10 lightning damage every turn. It's pretty good.
That's a nasty number right there.
Nasty number right there.
That's approximately 22 damage per turn.
Unless
the
I max
average.
it, which I can do twice.
Yeah.
Good shit. 4th level guiding bolt, 7d6 radiant damage.
Ow.
It's not a small number.
It's not a small number.
4th level life transference. That's pretty banging, but it would totally kill me, like, immediately. If I haven't, I don't know if Lizzie was here when I explained it, but if you don't know what life transference does, I take 5d8 necrotic damage, and someone that I can see within 30 feet heals double the damage that I take.
Oh my gosh.
Which usually ends up being a, like, disgusting number.
Yeah, 5d8 is a lot.
but
Like, if I
helpful.
did a 3rd level life transference, that's like 3d8. It's pretty good. What does that average to, like, 12? You heal, like, 24 damage. And I take 12. I just rolled it and got an 18. So it'd be like, I take 18, you heal 36. Which, like, between me and Nyx would be great, because you basically heal, like, 72 at that point.
Yeah.
I love that rage.
It's disgusting. But
Love
Death
rage.
Ward, though. How much do I care about Death Ward at this point, now that I'm thinking about all these other 4th level spells I can cast?
That word's pretty good.
Death Ward's pretty good, but, like, 4th level Call Lightning. Also good.
Fifth level Call Lightning with Warcaster is pretty intense.
With Warcaster
Alright,
is pretty intense.
If we're good to get going again, then I would like to continue with the game. Unless you have any more roleplay moments, and feel free to interrupt me if you do.
So?
I think you all might want to take your long rest in your little dormitory.
We're at school.
You're
Oh
at
my
school.
God. Karena, you finally made it. Oh, not Karena. Aether, you finally made it to college.
I mean, Karena was very excited to visit the Dawn Emissary. So both of those are fun. Long rest. I mean, I for sure was going to ask how Nyx was doing after, you know,
Killing my father figure?
Yeah. That.
Dad's
Well, I feel good. And like shit. I wish I could have asked more questions. He wouldn't have answered them. But, maybe I was a little brash in ripping his body in half.
You did what you had to. We all did.
It was so satisfying, though. I don't know, I just feel like he's dead and nothing got fixed, and the universe is still ending in several days, so what good did it really do except fill my need for vengeance that now tastes sour in my mouth?
Well, we didn't know that the universe was going to be ending this soon. So how could you have known?
Yeah. It's a lot.
I still think it was a good thing.
Honestly, I expected to kill Dorothy first, but... Or Dorothea.
Couldn't find her.
Should be easy killings anyways, but...
Seems like the universe will do that for you.
Yeah. I don't know, I feel like I killed him and it didn't actually do anything for me. It just made me more confused, or I feel guilty, which is weird.
Well, you can feel that way. That's completely normal, but it already happened. And we have a lot of things in front of us that we have to do, you know?
Mm-hmm. Can you do anything with these lens things? And I'm just gonna like put out the stuff that I got from
Things?
Nova. They're like lenses. They're 2 crystals in the shape of lenses.
Dia, can I mess with my goggles with these?
You can make a tinkering check for me.
Where's my
Proficiency plus intelligence.
Yes, I just couldn't find the thing that said my intelligence modifier. No, Dice, you're not doing me great today. Okay. What's our proficiency? Is it +4 now?
Mine's a +4.
Okay, so 16. I rolled an 8.
You rolled an 8 total?
Well, no. Total it is 16.
Okay. So total is 16. Yeah, not only are these applicable, it looks like maybe he had already had an understanding of what you had and was preparing to take it for himself and upgrade it. But you, with having the right know-how, put in the lenses into the right place, refocus them, and you now have the awakened version of those goggles.
Sick. Yes. Very exciting. D&D Beyond is loading. Manage inventory.
I also need to go through all these drugs.
Here we go. It took long enough. Okay. It kept, like, auto-correcting to, like, the most ridiculous words. Okay.
You said the
Woo!
potion was a true polymorph?
Yes,
Doesn't
the 9th
exist.
level spell.
Doesn't exist on D&D Beyond.
Well, I don't think it's a potion, just understand that you drink it and the spell True Polymorph is cast on you.
Oh, cool. Okay. I also have a wand of binding. That is interesting to anybody. Sounds a little cheeky.
This is so cool. I'm excited. I'm gonna try them on right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ooh.
Yeah, you put them on, and for one, you can see invisible creatures and objects within 60 feet of you as if they were visible. You can see into the ethereal plane. Ethereal creatures and objects appear ghostly and translucent. In doing that, you actually look around the room and you can see floating in halfway, like melded with a wall as they're just approaching, as they're just sitting there watching, is the shape of a woman lashed onto the roof of a corner on the wall. She's, if it weren't for the awkward, somewhat terrifying position, she'd be somewhat pretty. She has 2 horns sticking out of the top of her head. You recognize that this person is not invisible. This person is in the ethereal plane.
Fun! Just in the dorm room.
Oh yeah, she's just watching you 3.
Interesting.
Slowly lowers the goggles. It's very unnerved, but
Did you
also
see anything
excited.
cool?
Yes.
I'll also say she had a little notepad that she was writing in.
Who's writing notes about us?
Hello. We have a visitor, just somewhere in the crowd. Just like point. We have a
Are they
visitor that's
invisible?
just like not invisible. With those gem thingies, I can see invisibility and into the ethereal plane, or at least what's left of it, as all the planes are kind of a mess.
I want to see.
Oh, sure.
You look around, and you don't see anybody. I do think you see footprints on the wall and ceiling. But besides, you definitely don't see a person in there.
There's nobody there. There's footprints on the ceiling, though.
Where do you think they came from?
Where did the footprints go?
They go. Make it a perception or survival check.
If it's perception with the goggles, you have advantage.
What do you do?
When you
Actually,
said
I'm not. No advantage for this because the fact that you can see this at all is because of the goggles, so you don't get advantage as well.
What is that? 12?
Well, all right. You're like looking around. The footprints aren't distinct. They're like faded residual magic energy. So you're like, I don't really know where those are. You look through the room, you get close, and then the closet to the dormitory opens, and you see the same exact woman you saw in the Fight Club. The primary difference is instead of wearing some sort of dress, she's actually wearing a pantsuit.
what?
Sangara!
Sangara, that's right.
Like, in the plane or just there?
Oh no, yeah, just like you look through and you're like, Aether, I can see it, and all the rest of you see that she is there in real life.
That. Yeah, take the goggles back.
Hello, sorry to intrude. My name is Sangara. Pleased to meet you.
I've met you already.
Yes, we have. She like takes the tip and like aims it down. I'm a reporter.
Of course you are.
Oh.
I was trying to get in contact with your friend earlier, but perhaps I underestimated your I don't know, say wisdom. I thought some sort of vague challenge or mystery would invoke you to have a private conversation with me, but that didn't quite work out.
No.
We're on our guard.
Then more events unfolded, and I wanted to understand if I could trust you before I showed myself. However, that was not an opportunity that I was given. So in any case, pleased to meet you, and she goes and shakes all of your hands. So I've been investigating your case for a little while now, your little sewer squad. And she looks down at her notes.
That is in fact our name, yes, continue.
So I wanted to talk to you about these recent events. So originally this was just about getting probably the best story I've ever had to my editor. But now I think things might be a little bit more different than I anticipated. And it would benefit you to know that in fact I have been not only studying you, but also the people that you've connected yourself with. I've been studying the goings-on of the Azarius Legion, even the Simic Order, when the opportunity presented itself. And I'd be willing to share this information with you. Because to be honest with you, I think it would benefit both of us.
How long have you been watching us? In this moment?
In this moment? Oh, well, I had to use some of my special spells to track you down after you teleported. But, it took me a few hours to find you after you teleported.
So would she have heard the conversation we had with Felder about the door?
She hasn't said specifically, and it doesn't seem like she's interested in you knowing exactly what she knows.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Slip.
So, what I'm interested in communicating with all of you is that the Azarius Legion has control of one of the masks that I know you've interacted with in your time in the Stone District. I'm not supposed to know about that either. But I know that you've interacted with masks there. I know that Azarius has one. I know that they've been talking with us, and I know that the Azarius Legion knows about some of the event of import that presumably well, let's say I've also been noticing a lot of moving lines in a lot of other places. I've noticed through your actions a connection between the Sakaar Syndicate and the Simic Order. I've noticed that the Azarius Legion and the Embernox Guard are perhaps more connected than we'd previously anticipated. I've noticed that the Senate and the Azarius Legion are more closely intertwined than I previously anticipated. And I think it is fair to assume that whatever this event is, that the Azarius Legion knows about, I think these other groups would know about it too. And I also know that there is a masquerade ball occurring at the date and time of this event in the area that they intend on being. Now, I can't say I know what's going on there, but I know that you've been doing things that align with my interests, and I hope that I can trust that you'll continue doing them. After all, I know a lot about you. Figure if anybody's judge of that, I will be. So I took it upon myself to get you all invitations to this place.
Oh. Well, I guess we'd have to say thank you to that then.
I'll say thank you. And she goes up and like puts one in each of all of your hands. This benefits me just like it does you. Just promise me, when this is all over, you'll give me one hell of an interview.
We'll sure try. When it's over.
Yeah.
Make a deception check. Any of you.
20, not natural.
19.
It's not that her insight is bad, because it's very good. It's very, very good.
I'm not
But
really
you all
trying
very
here, but
yeah. But she rolled bad and you guys rolled well.
So, is there any other information you want to share with us, or is there more of a price that we have to pay first?
No, I'm not playing the game like the rest of you. I'm just trying to learn things and get a good story and put it out for people to learn.
Hmm.
makes sense. Well, hopefully we can all be of service to each other and see what happens next.
So, well, Sengara with Cardinfall Times. You won't be seeing me, but I will be seeing you.
I'm sure of it.
And she just like turns to mist in front of you.
That's so cool.
You would have also noticed she had like small like thorn tail whipping behind her, and a small set of wings, bat wings.
Oh, that's so cool. Alright, so now we're crashing a party. Well, I guess we've been stationed, so we're not crashing. You know what I mean. Spirit of things and all. Let's hope this one goes better than the last.
Oh, it certainly won't.
certainly will. At least we know about it. At least some of it.
Well, I hope you all have a fancy outfit to wear, because our last ones were trashed.
I suppose I could try making some masks. I'm not really good with fabrics.
Okay,
Metal, I got you. But, is this like tomorrow? Or is it like
we have a
like
few
when
days, I think.
in a few days? Okay.
It's not tomorrow, it's the day after tomorrow.
Oh my
sick.
god!
Great.
Universe is ending that soon?
I'm so sad. Okay.
This is giving me
And this is pre-long rest that I'm saying this.
Ah! No! Stop it! Ah.
Wait,
Okay.
so when we wake up tomorrow
We'll have until tomorrow.
until the next night.
Yes.
Full day,
So-
another full day, and then at the
So
night.
today's Sunday. We rest, and it's Monday. Then the thing's happening on Tuesday.
Jesus Christ.
Cool, great. Poor Omar's never gonna figure out if he gets voted in or not. That's really sad.
He worked so hard
He
for
worked so
nothing.
hard.
Nothing.
I guess we can figure out what to wear tomorrow.
I'm just gonna cry myself to sleep.
Okay, you guys go to sleep.
Think of all the things that I did that now feel pointless and all of the things I'll never get to do.
Now I've killed members of both my real family and my adopted family.
Oh! Owie!
Really
Orphan
sad.
maker, but to herself.
Stop!
Self-orphan maker.
Oh my god.
All right, you guys take a good night's sleep, as best as you can sleep. And then you wake up the following day, and with the sunrise, actually, this the sun rising before you. What would you all like to do?
I don't even know.
Breakfast. That's the first thing.
Breakfast. That's a good call.
How's it going, Crumbs? What do we got on the menu today?
Whatever you want.
Can we have pancakes shaped like little happy faces?
Just pancakes? But, like,
Yeah, but like with little.
waffles are like definitively better though.
I disagree.
Well, Aether, I guess since we're all gonna die in the next couple days anyway, I might as well not disagree with you.
I will. You're wrong.
I make
Waffles are
pancakes and waffles.
Perfect.
Nice.
And French toast.
Draw a little.
What grenade do you get?
It's a good question. Guess I'll roll that now.
Are you okay?
I love French toast so much.
French toast is so good.
Ah! I
You
don't even know
still
if I
get
get
4?
one at all, actually.
That's so upsetting.
Yep, no grenade today.
Ugh.
Can I just like whack your oven on the side and see if one pops out?
It's just stuck. It's just stuck in there. Hang on. Yeah, there's still 4 of them.
Like a vending machine.
Who knows where all the bad went?
I don't want to know.
Chocolate chip pancakes.
For some reason, it's. I know that Crumbs is powered by like the divine energy, but I just always imagined a little hamster. Every time, just like a little glowing divine hamster. Every time you open it, it's just like in the background.
The god of hamsters.
The god of hamsters, you know?
Honestly, that's fair though.
So
Prince
I'm
just cooks like half
thinking-
of all the breakfast foods that he has left in the house. Just lays them all out. I mean, might as well, right?
Yeah.
I'm thinking we like shoot Omar an email.
I didn't know that's where I was.
Gonna shoot him an email? Let's just give him a phone call. It feels a little more urgent than an email.
Just be like,
To whom it may concern.
It may concern. You're gonna die.
we don't have to
If
tell
you're
him the
concerned.
details. We can just say, is there a way you can get to the upper districts, specifically this Dawn Emissary lab, as
I don't
soon as
think-
possible?
I don't
with
think we give them the
these
option.
people?
I think we say, like, you need to get to the Dawn Emissary as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Because
Can
it's
we,
not
like,
like
give them
scheduling a
the-
meeting.
Can we just like give him the specific address? Because there's
I
apparently a lot
have
of
that,
labs.
like, secured, like, tablet.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, you send it out. Wait a few minutes, no reply.
Well, another thing to wait for. Should we check in on Belder, Draxus? I don't know. Anything outside of this little dorm room?
Sure. You go out and you walk into the lab, and nobody appears to be there.
Okay.
Right? Is there like a window?
Yeah.
Can I go look out the window?
Sure. So this is like a side window that doesn't look out the front gate. You look outside the window, you see the Fortuna district. Make an insight check.
I'm using my cool new dragon fruit dice.
Woo! I love them.
They're really cute.
Ooh. 21.
There's no people outside.
At all?
You don't see anyone.
Ah,
Hello?
unnerving. Why? Is it silent?
I mean, you don't hear anything.
It's a window.
You know.
I can hear things through windows sometimes, Krona.
I was imagining like a really tall tower. I don't know. I guess we should just find which one of these doors leads out.
Aether, I had a thought.
What?
You're kind of famous now. Maybe you going out into the street isn't the best idea.
I mean, I certainly don't think people are going to try and hurt me for what Azarius framed the event as.
People still are against him, and he's still a prominent figure, and you're gonna get a lot of attention.
I just worry about burning a spell slot this early in the day. Sure, I don't have that many spell slots. I can just follow you guys. Trail behind a little bit. I can fly if I need to.
Okay. I'm nervous about the lack of people on the streets.
If anything, I think it's probably more of a problem with the masks than normal people.
So, what day of the week would it be?
I think it's probably
More
Let's
more
find out.
important, is it a holy day?
every day is a holy day under Zarius' sun. Today is Wednesday.
Because I'm wondering if there's like a mass prayer to Azarius happening somewhere right now.
Oh.
And that guy he's alive.
Well, then we should probably get outside then, huh?
Yeah.
That's not what I was thinking.
Right. You guys open the door to the main doors of the lab. You see sorry,
I'm disguised.
as
I'll just look like a plain human with some fancy clothes and a mask to blend in with people. I don't know.
all right.
I want to repaint myself to look like a fridge. No, I'm kidding. I'm not even gonna bother.
I'm trailing
Okay.
behind like a
Just a
huge
giant
guard.
robot. Like, what is it? What are you gonna do?
You walk outside. It's a open street.
No
No people.
cars,
No cars.
no people, no birds, nothing.
You see some birds. You even see one of the cleaning drones off somewhere, like
Are there,
wiping some dirt off the road.
are there flyers anywhere?
Free sushi.
You don't think flyers are a staple among the Fortuna district?
Makes sense.
Interesting, interesting. Okay. Well, should we just start walking towards where we know the party's gonna be?
That's what I was thinking. Stick it out a little bit.
All right, you start walking there. Anybody with a passive perception above 15?
Mhm.
You hear the creaking of metal and the crunching of stone around you, and now all of a sudden, and a bunch of invisibility spells drop as you see as 4 myrmidons form around you.
What?
There is a fire myrmidon to your right. There's a fire myrmidon to your right. There is a earth myrmidon to your left. There is a water to your back right, got in behind you, and an air that got in behind you. And then you hear echoing through the street. Aether Sharon Whistle. Number 9. You are under arrest. Embernox unit 4732. Arrest these 2 criminals. Crumbs. It's flashback time.
Mm.
After I finish
Wait,
music,
what's going
I
on?
get a
It's
I get a
flashback.
flashback.
You do.
Ooh. Yay.
You know what?
Fun.
I think I also don't know what this. I don't think I know what this soundtrack is. Let's see what it is. Want to find out together?
Go on a journey.
I'm having I need to breathe. I'm having such anxiety right now.
Why didn't I use those stupid goggles? I just got them. It's fine. Everything's fine.
All right. Crumbs, you're thinking back to the very first day, or you don't think back, it enters your mind once again. To the first day before you left the Embernox Guard for good. You were in a meeting with some higher ups in the Embernox Legion. One of the sphinxes that run the very, very top, one of the judges. They communicate to you a mission that you will be going on. Crumbs, we will be sending you to infiltrate some people of interest that have been directed to us by associates in the Azarius Legion and within the Senate. We believe that they are conducting criminal activities not only with enemies of the state, but perhaps even with wild people. We will have you infiltrate their group. All the while, your perceptions will be recorded and stored here for evidence. When we deem appropriate, we will assist you in making an arrest against these people and hold them in court. After this moment, a directive will be put into you so that you will not remember this meeting. You are going to escape the Embernox Guard. I would like for you to make it convincing. Try not to do too much damage to the civilians around the Citadel. Crumbs, is this an assignment you will take on?
Is it an assignment I'll take on? What is my personality right now?
You're an Embernox Guard, boyo.
Yeah, if it means I get out on the town.
Good. We'll put you into position immediately. And then they put a chip into and another Embernox guard drills a chip into the back of your head by like undoing some plates and putting it in and locking it in. All right. Fast forwarding back into the future.
Going to vomit.
Crumbs.
We're dead.
You never betrayed the Embernox guard. This is exactly what you wanted them to do. However, you're still Crumbs. Are you going to arrest these two criminals?
I feel like there are bigger things at stake now than what the Embernox think is a crime. So, I mean, I don't know about that one, Chief. That's fun, though. You know, while as much as I appreciate the mission,
Why did we never think that that would be a thing?
I think that guys, there's bigger things at stake right now. I think maybe you should hear them out a little bit. Maybe give me another day. There's a little bit more investigating that needs to be done.
Embernox unit. The Embernox guard is aware of the situations at hand.
Oh, true.
Let the law take it from here.
What about that? I can see my eyeballs and stuff.
I don't know who this Aether Sharon Whistle is or this number 9. I'm just a little human walking about.
Is there some kind? So we're like, are all three of us like surrounded?
Four of
Yes,
us.
by the
Zykia
yes.
is here.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
Zykia is. You know, I totally forgot about all three of you.
Okay.
I'm just gonna link my arm with Zykia and be like, we don't know these people.
Hey, Aether, you can fly, right?
I sure can.
I think you could. How many people could you carry?
I don't know, DM, how many people did I carry? Probably not many.
You could carry one max, and that one person would have to be.
Not
You'd be
me.
moving at half speed the whole time, and it couldn't be Crumbs.
Okay. Yep. Okay. I guess that's it. Well, guys, I don't know what else to do about this situation. I mean, it's not like we're gonna win the fight or anything.
Wings.
I guess you're just gonna have to come with me.
All right. You fly up.
Mhm.
I'd like for you to roll initiative.
Ugh. I'm still trying to be like, who is this number 9? I don't know who they are.
Make a deception check at 3 times disadvantage. I want you to roll 3 die and take the lowest.
Okay, I will do it.
I rolled a 16.
A 16. Okay. All right. You rolled a 16.
I thought this was about to be a long con with Crumb.
did-
Like,
The 3 dice, and I rolled the first one, and I was like, 16. Not bad. Okay, just gotta keep this up. Next one, a 1.
what if you get 2 ones though?
A total of a 7.
What if you get 2 ones though?
I did it.
Dang it.
I got a 6 after that. My initiative is a 12.
Crumbs, are you rolling initiative?
Yeah, I got 11.
I am literally so full of anxiety right now.
This is a lot.
I am. The universe
How'd
is
you-
ending, and they're trying to arrest us. And
I do like that one.
That was something.
Ah!
having a bad time.
I just hope everybody knows. I didn't know that was gonna happen.
No, I didn't.
That makes it
Also, I
better.
feel like He played us this whole time.
No,
I know,
just-
I was
no.
like-
Mastermind.
This whole time you were like,
I don't know if
crumbs
Ryan,
beside
I don't know if
you.
Ryan wanted me to tell you that or not, but I had
No,
no
you
idea
can
that
say
was coming.
We actually talked about that
Well-
being a real thing where he was gonna
Yeah.
infiltrate and then you guys were gonna fix him. And then at about like a couple days before we actually started playing, I texted him back and said, "Never mind.
Oh, yeah.
You just escape."
The original plan was that I was gonna like show up at the door and just be like, "Hello, I am a totally not cop that needs your help. Help me? Thanks." Or I would just show up and be like, "By order of the Emperor Nox Guard, I am to surveil you, and you have no choice. Resistance will be considered admittance of guilt."
Just knock you over the head.
Yeah. Well, we figured
No.
you would like knock him over the head and find like a restraining bolt or something, and be like, "Oh, what happens if we take this off?" And then he would like be regular crumbs, but then we just landed on like, "Nah, he's already good. He's already."
Or that's what you thought.
That's
Rude.
This
Oh, it's
Wow.
so dark. I can't figure out what lighting.
Hey, Crumbs, what's your initiative?
I think I got like
11.
11.
Because I was.
11.
Here's a question with awful timing. Absolutely terrible, awful timing. Should we break before this ensues? Or are we good?
I'm be
In terms of, like,
100.
Dinner.
I'm be 100% with you. I think we can go through with this.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I'll say.
Zykia secretly implanted bombs in all of their heads.
I mean, Zyke and I
Hey,
both have.
Lizzie, would you be capable of controlling Zykia still?
Sure.
I believe in you.
Let me roll her initiative.
Thanks.
Oh, it's terrible.
That's okay.
She needs to heal.
So many spells now.
What's initiative things again?
Dexterity.
Dexterity. 5. That's her initiative roll. Is 5.
Noted, thank you. All right. Aether goes flying up into the air. Aether, before that happens, the water myrmidon, a person in something of like one of those old diver suits mixed in with armor, you can see a perpetually drowning skull vaguely through the like half-rotted skull through the screen of the myrmidon. It let's see. It summons, like, out from its palm, water comes out and forms the shape of a trident, and it is going to launch it towards you
Is that a spell?
first. No.
Just curious.
First one is a 10 to hit.
Hmm.
Second is also a 10 to hit.
Hey.
Okay, there we go. This actually still doesn't hit. That's a 16 to hit.
Nope.
It would hit most people. I was really kind of relying on that. Okay, that's the end of its turn. But it does immediately rush up to get into contact with the three of you. Aether, you're up.
Oh, I'm already up. Okay. I'm gonna. Okay, so you said water myrmidon, fire
Mhm.
myrmidon. What were the other two?
It's all the myrmidons. It's water, air, fire, and earth.
Okay. You know, I'm going to make my cannon Wonder Spark. I haven't done that yet. I'm in the air now. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm just gonna hold it and just aim it down and try to get as many in that cone as possible without hitting my friends.
So they're all normally equidistant apart, except for the water elemental, which is right up in your stuff. So I think you can really only hit one.
Okay, well that'll just be my bonus action then. I will pew pew. Let's see here. Because I just wanted to have my thing out this time. I have to scroll through so much to get to this cannons. Eldritch Cannon. Oh my god. Okay. 3d8 with a dexterity saving throw.
3d8. For which one?
Well, it's you do a dexterity saving throw, but like the damage is 3d8.
Right, but for which creature do you want to target?
Oh, I thought I could only hit the water one.
You could hit any of them, but you can only hit
Okay.
one of any of them.
Then I'll hit the air one.
Okay.
Why not?
Dexterity saving throw.
Mhm.
Dexterity is not as high as you think it would be. That's 10.
Haha. Okay. Do.
Kind of inclined to think that a big hulking metal machine isn't going to be super dexterous.
Yeah.
That. Oh, God. 1, 4, 6. That's great. 6 fire damage. That's real cool.
So this air myrmidon is like once again just like a person in a case, and you can see this is hidden mostly through armor. But like through the eye holes, you can see there is a human face perpetually being torn apart by the just like wind so fast that it would tear a human apart. But perpetually being regenerated underneath that armor.
And then I'm gonna, because I'm just flying above them, so I'll move out like a little bit, so I'm not directly above Nyx and Crumbs and everyone. Just kind of like
Okay.
start making a little triangle, like they're here and I'm over here somewhere.
Mhm.
That is my
Oh.
turn.
That is your turn. All right. The air myrmidon is up next. It like extends pulls a flail out of its arm and begins to whirl it around. And as it whirls it around, you see electricity starting to arc along the circle. And goes right towards Aether because Aether is making effectively because Crumbs can take care of Nyx and Zykia, and Aether is the one trying to fly away. So it flies over to Aether. That's 21 to hit. The second attack, natural 20.
What would a natural 20 add up to?
27.
All right. Never mind.
The final attack is it's like a 16 to hit.
Yeah. Nope.
Nothing. All right. So it does. The first attack does 7 points of bludgeoning damage. And 12 points of lightning damage. This
Lightning damage? Oh,
yeah.
awesome. That's what I used for my resistance armor. The infusion.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, so how much was that?
I think it was 12 lightning damage.
Okay, so 6.
6. Now on the second attack, I rolled awful, so that's 6 bludgeoning damage. I'm just gonna Google that. All right. And that is a total of 42 lightning damage on the
What?
second one. Because I rolled a natural 20 and it's 4d8.
Well, I'm glad
And
that
I
I
rolled,
have that.
yeah, and I rolled a 5, 5, 8, and 3.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Great. I was a little confident. Now I'm not. All right.
Yep. All right, Nyx, you're up.
Okay.
Each of the guys are 10 feet away from you, except for the water myrmidon, who's right up on you.
I'm just gonna look at Zykia, look at Aether, I'll look at Crumbs. I'll be like, run?
I'm trying.
Okay. And I'm going to bonus action disengage and use my action to get on my throw down my motorcycle, get on it,
Yes.
and start getting the hell out of Dodge.
All right, that invokes an attack of opportunity against the water myrmidon.
Disengaged though.
You disengaged. Okay, then
I
you can
bonus
go.
action. That's the first thing I said is I bonus action disengaged.
Sorry.
So I just haul an ass.
Mhm.
Vroom, vroom.
All right. Yeah, you go 60 feet away. You actually turn the corner, and when you turn the corner, you see two barricades set up on. So, like, imagine T Street. One street goes towards you, and this is like the lab. This goes forward, separates into a T. Two barricades on either side, both full of Embernox guards.
Oh man.
Okay. Cool. Where's my Misty Step? I can't use it, but I'm looking around.
Okay.
You move on
Then
though.
your turn.
Yeah.
Grums, you're up.
Arrest us.
Just Zykia now, right? Like right next to me, presumably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just going to message Zykia and say, it's cool, just go with it, and then arrest her.
All right.
I'm gonna like put.
Cool, just go with it.
I think I have handcuffs. Hang on, let me check. Pretty sure.
I think you do.
I'm
I
pretty
think
sure
you
I
absolutely do.
always had them. Oh no, apparently not. But
I think actually, as you go to do that, the Ariel Myrmidon, who's right there, hands you some handcuffs that you see arcane runes around that.
nice. Ooh. I hang on, I got this. Genius. Do I have bet? Can I go to put them on her, but rather than like locking them, can I just squirt like icing on them and use it to like stick them so they look like they're closed?
Take a sleight of hand check for me.
Oh no.
Can Zykia assist with that?
17.
I think Zykia, if she wants, she can. However, that's her turn.
I got a 17. That's like me rolling a 16. It's not gonna get much better than that.
Okay. Yeah, I think. Let's check the perception of the Amber Myrmidon. Okay. Let's see.
It's like-
You don't know.
Oh, malfunction. Ooh, it's a little weird.
Yeah, you put it on.
And I just
Yeah,
grab her by like the back of the neck, like her collar. It's like, where are we taking them?
Good work, infiltrator unit. And then, that's your turn. Great turn. All right. Fire Myrmidon.
Hope you've got people after the other two. They're slippery.
The Air Myrmidon goes, don't worry, we have reinforcements. All right. The
Stuff.
Fire Elemental Myrmidon is going to...
Gonna run people over.
Vroom, vroom.
This is fucking Mario Kart now.
I still imagine Nyx as Apple from Animal Crossing sometimes, so the image of Apple riding this giant motorcycle. It's just
I'm imagining her giving like the Luigi side eye. You know what I mean? Just being like,
So the Fire Elemental does its full movement to catch up with, a full action dash to catch up with Nyx.
rude. Okay.
You watch as it just like steps forward for a second, and then just like a blaze of fire is just like stomping of this giant metal creature, and just like fire in its trail as it blasts forward, rocket propelled. All right, and then next up we have finally I think Zyke is not. I think Zyke is playing along. I think this is beyond what Zyke knows how to do.
Yeah.
Earth Elemental
What she'll
Myrmidon.
do is hold her action to like whip out her motorcycle in case something like clearly shows that they're gonna run. But she's gonna play along with Crumbs for now. So if she's gonna do anything, she'll hold that action just in case. But
All right, let's see. Yeah, I think this one's actually gonna do the same thing and run over to your motorcycle. That said, it doesn't actually make it the full distance. It's
Cool.
10 feet away. So yeah, there's that.
cool.
As it just lumbers towards you, it has just a giant maul in one hand and a giant stone shield in the other. You actually recognize small bits of the stone in the armor and stuff. This is specially crafted and formed stone, specifically made and crafted by stone giants to make their houses. Anyway,
They're just taking their houses?
well, their craftsmanship is unlike any other, so make armor out of it. If you're gonna make stone armor,
Fucking rude. I'm gonna fucking kill these people. Have to get away from them, of course.
all right.
They will destroy me.
We're now at initiative 20. Part of the barricade opens up, and as it does, you see as a being floats out from the opening. It's a familiar face, and a familiar set of eyes. It is the floating beholder, Haybeal, that you met in the Simic Academy.
Why?
I love him!
No!
I loved him though!
Everyone's bad. Everyone's here bad.
I'm gonna cry.
I love
Vomit.
him. But he doesn't
Rhino.
even believe in magic.
Rhino, be your problem.
Well, now we have a beholder to worry about. That's great. That's awesome.
Jesus fucking Christ. I just.
This is sad.
Besides probably the other, maybe 50 other Embernox guards around. Many of which does include other Myrmidons.
Ah!
This. I'm gonna have a panic attack. I need to breathe.
Breathing is good. I mean, white hair disagrees, but breathing is good. Making jokes.
All right. It's the Water Myrmidon's turn. The Water Myrmidon has a speed of 40. All right, so the Water Myrmidon also does his full turn to get up to the motorcycle.
Oh my god. I'm gonna vomit everywhere.
All right. Yeah, Aether, you're up.
Ah! Oh no. Okay. Hold on. You know, I'm gonna try Toll the Dead on the air one.
Sure.
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. That's 13.
That's a failure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, and since it's, wait, did I already hit it, yes.
Mhm.
I already
Yeah.
hit it. Okay, so
It's
instead of
damage.
taking 3d8, it takes 3d12.
Nice.
Okay.
Hold Dead is very strong. I like how in this case, it's literally Toll of the Dead, because it's your mom singing.
Oops.
Oopsies.
This is 19 necrotic damage.
Oh my
But
goodness.
Also, so 19 necrotic damage. Oh my god, I'm getting these so confused. But since I have my wings, I can deal 12 additional radiant damage. So 31.
Alright, that's a crazy amount of damage. Alright, well
And
done.
then, for my bonus action.
Good bonus action.
How close is this error, dude?
I believe he's right on you.
Sick. That's awesome. You know, I'm just gonna try hitting him with the cannon anyway. I'll take that disadvantage. Star cannon. That is a 17 to hit on disadvantage.
17 to hit? Yeah, that hits.
Cool. I rolled a 17 and like a 23.
Wait! I thought it would. Hold on. It doesn't. Actually, every single Myrmidon has an AC of 18.
Okay.
Mhm.
I tried.
Why was it a disadvantage?
Because it's a ranged cannon and it's right next to me.
Good on remembering you. You get an inspiration.
It's
Um,
great.
For all that, we'll give you. All right.
Yeah, I
Arrow.
don't
The air Myrmidon does that. All right. So it is going to attack you now.
Cool.
Let's see if it recharges its lightning strike.
I hope it doesn't.
It does not.
Oh, cool.
3 attacks. One successfully hits.
What is it?
It was, I believe I rolled a 13, so a total of 20. It's just
Shield.
one hit without lightning. Okay.
Can you shield?
Yeah, you block it. That's its turn. Nyx.
I don't know what to do! I literally have no idea what to do! There's a fucking beholder! God, I don't know. Can I just turn around and go the other way?
Just cry.
I want to.
It's an option.
I'd like to use my action to cry.
Yeah. I'm gonna just be like, I can just imagine her like zooming, sees the beholder, shit. And like turning around and see the other Myrmidons and be like, fuck.
Oh, actually, let me check real quick because I assumed you wouldn't, but I need to check the range of Beholder's eyes, or like of its main eye.
Maybe we'll make
Is
him
that-
believe magic today.
I think you're about 60 feet out. Oh yeah, the range of the eye cone is 150 feet.
Oh no.
So you drive out there and you go, and as you're driving, it just goes like, and you almost go to a tumbling halt.
No.
As your motorcycle turns back into a gem.
Stop.
Oh, we're
no.
screwed.
Oh no. I don't know what to do. I have no idea.
Just cry.
I'm literally freaking out.
No.
Gosh. I'm just gonna bonus action rage.
You go to do that, and your body still changes shape. But you go to extend your blades. They're magical.
What? No, I can't use my blade.
Not while he's looking at you, you can't. Oh, this sucks.
Do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. This is making me so anxious. I'm literally freaking out.
5 things you can see. 4 things you can hear. I don't remember what the actual order is, but you know what I mean.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna... I don't know.
Just stand
Would you like to move on from your turn? And if you would like, we can pick back up on you if you determine something you'd like to do.
No. I'm
That's
gonna just.
Next is buffering.
I'm gonna use my action to. Oh my god. Okay. So I'm gonna start running back towards my friends,
yeah.
and if I get close to the myrmidons or past them, I just want to not get an attack of opportunity from them. But I only have a 40-foot speed.
Would you like to disengage?
I might use my action to disengage if it means that I can get past them.
You can't get past them. You don't fully escape them, but you do get past them.
I will do that
Mhm.
and just be running towards my friends and panicking. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm panicking.
Yeah. hmm All right, Crumbs, you're up.
Alright, I look at her. The person that I pretended to arrest. And I... Can you call your motorcycle? How does that work?
Yeah, I can do it anytime.
How fast does it go?
So I can tell you it goes 60 feet per turn. Hers, yeah, it can go 60 feet per turn. However, after it goes 60 feet for one turn, she can also do the dash action on it. But once it goes,
Wait, how far
once it
away
goes,
is it, is what I mean. How long will it take
oh,
for her
it's
to have it?
she has it.
She has
She
it.
just summons it.
Oh, are we
Yeah,
still
it's an
surrounded by
instant.
people? Or do
Um,
they mostly like
so
leave?
so what you've gathered, because you look on
away.
and like most of the people immediately around you, booked away from you.
Sure.
And you're like, oh, we're in a good situation. Then you look at Nyx driving away, look around, eyes go completely wide. I think it'd be fair to say she looks like she's about to go into a rage, notices her hands don't work, entire skin goes like pale. And then you see her start to book it back to you with a panic look on her face. That's what you see.
Is there a sewer grate around here, Ryan?
So something you know about the upper districts.
Ah! Forgot we are the sewer.
We are the sewer.
Ah.
Yeah,
The
that's
sewer
exactly
will
correct,
be
actually.
along the way.
T-shirt. New t-shirt.
Alright. I mean, we can't, like, fight at this point. It's just too many people. So, I'm just gonna like, walk off to the side of the road. And be like, you come over here and sit over here while we get all this sorted out.
Mhm.
Maybe if
So
you
he
see a good
goes-
opportunity, call your motorcycle and run away.
What was that? What did you say?
I said maybe if you see a good opportunity, call your motorcycle and run away. Although I don't know, there
Oh.
might be more around, so that might not be a good idea right now.
She's like looking around her and she goes like, got it. And then she goes, yes, sir, Mr. Guard. And like that walks over with you.
We're not friends! Stop acting like it! I just throw her at the wall.
and she goes, ow, ow.
Okay. I don't know what else to do. I'm just gonna like
Alright.
observe. I'm just gonna stand there like this and watch. And think about like,
Okay.
I might get my
It-
axe ready.
you like look
I'm
up
gonna
at
be like,
Aether.
oh, I'm gonna get him! I'm gonna get that one! Here I
Like a
go!
fly swatter.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I think Hey Beal, who's up next, does
Thank you so much.
his full turn and he approaches where Nyx was.
Bob Ross to help me feel better.
Happy little accident.
Stop
And
having a
he-
little accident.
He looks over. Aether, you're flying up there as he rounds the
No.
corner.
No. No.
Having a panic attack.
No.
Wait, actually, no, your wings are magic.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
At least,
Yeah.
like, what makes them fly is magic.
Yeah.
I still have them.
Yeah. So, and your wings lock up.
Phew.
Mhm.
Hit the ground. This is much too familiar. Falling.
I think
fun.
you take. You're only like 30 feet up, right?
Yeah, I didn't go higher. I just I went up 30 feet and then I just kept going straight.
Can you make an acrobatics check for me?
I can sure try. Acrobatics.
All right, you take 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, I'm bloody.
It's just-
I am bloody. Damn.
Oh, I forgot you took damage already. I was like, how?
Yes, because they hit me with like 42.
I was like, what are you talking about?
I just have.
Didn't you
I have
that?
24 hit points. You know.
Didn't
Yeah,
you
I
have?
have. It was 42. I have it to 21, and I still
Yeah.
took other damage from their other attacks, and I only have 78 hit points. So
Oh, I have 135.
some of us aren't barbarians, Nyx.
All right. That's the end of his turn. I think the fire and earth elemental go and catch up with you. And neither of them have attack turns, but they both surround Nyx.
Okay.
All right. Next up is the water elemental. I think it is going to try to grapple Aether.
That's gonna go well.
Acrobatics or athletics check from you.
Both of them are bad. Oh, let's see.
You will have to do 3 of them.
Sick. Okay. So I'll do acrobatics because
Mhm.
it's either +1 or -1. So. Oh, cool. 6.
You actually fail because it got an 8.
Cool.
And it just like wraps its arms around you and locks in.
Great.
Aether Sharon Whistle, you are under arrest.
I can't do anything.
Well, it's your turn.
It's my turn. Oh god.
Yep.
Oh god. Let me look through my spells. I'm guessing that well, is my cannon considered magical?
Yes.
The Wonder Spark one? Okay. So I'm guessing that is no longer with us because of our wonderful friend the Beholder.
It's not like broken or gone. It's still
just-
functioning.
it's
It's just off as long as he
Yeah.
can see it.
So Myrmidon, right? So made of things.
Made of metal.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and cast Shatter then.
Okay.
Ooh, let's see if this works. I'm going to cast it at 3rd level.
Okay. I think in doing this, you can also hit the. I think in doing this, you can also hit the air elemental.
Okay. So they make Constitution saving throw.
All right. Water gets a 14.
Failure.
Air gets a 16.
I think that's also. Oh no, that is my.
Okay. What happens? Do they get pushed back or anything?
No. It just says thunder damage on a failed save, half as much on a success. Creature of inorganic material has disadvantage.
Oh wait, I didn't do that. So let me re-roll for the air elemental. I rolled higher. Okay.
That is 20 thunder damage.
Hmm.
Plus. No, I can't do it. I don't have the wings anymore. Yeah, so 20 thunder damage and then halved for whichever one saved. That didn't do quite as much as I wanted it to, and it was a 3rd level spell. But you know, this is just how the day's going.
The air elemental is just barely bloodied.
I can't do anything for my bonus action anymore.
All right.
So
the air elemental is going to rush down and also grapple you.
Oh, cool. It's a party.
All right.
We're all just having a big hug, you know? Big misunderstanding.
You can roll your acrobatics at disadvantage.
15.
15.
Surprising.
You succeed the first one.
Cool.
So then they do it again because they can do it 3 times per turn.
Cool. So disadvantage again.
Yep.
Five.
5. This time they beat you. And they wrap
What?
around. You are double grappled. Doesn't mean anything. You're just grappled by 2 things.
Cool, great.
All right, Nyx, what are you doing?
Crying.
I want you to know that is an actual character choice.
Well, tears are definitely streaming down her face. It's been a very traumatic 24 hours.
It has.
Okay. So. I'm. Question. Is Habiel in front of me, or has he gone past me to look at Aether?
He's behind you at the portion where, like, you know, so that T intersection, he entered the T. And now is looking towards you and all your friends.
Okay. Shoot. I just want to get the cone off of Aether so that Aether can do things. I want to distract him, but I don't know how to distract him. I don't know what to do.
Wait, why did I let you cast Shatter? You were...
Oh, shoot. Yeah, well. Yeah, that didn't happen.
Get your spell slot back.
She tried.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to do. I have no idea what to do. I don't even know if I feel like that I can fight this thing. But
Go find your girlfriend.
am going to do my wisdom charisma thing that I always do. To make a choice. Because Okay. I'm going to keep running towards my friends.
Okay.
I'm gonna bonus action disengage. I'm gonna use my action to dash.
Any movement, yeah. And you can get there.
I want to get to Crumbs and Zykia.
You get to Crumbs and Zykia.
Just tears down my face. I'm like, I don't know what to do. What are we doing? What's the plan? What are... Oh.
Crumbs, you're up.
Stress eat the M&Ms out of his trail mix.
Solid plan.
How far from me is the beholder?
I think 80 feet.
That's too far. Oh? Well, how far from me is Aether?
Aether's not that far from you. Like 10, 15 feet.
So we're all like right next to each other at this point.
Oh, you're all close now.
Are most of the bad guys generally like over there?
Kinda, yeah, except for the air and water elemental who are right up on you.
It's fine. That's fine. That's all I needed to know. I'm gonna cast. Wait, can I cast? Is my magic
You
disabled
can't
too?
cast. You can't cast. Yeah.
Look at that. Look at you. I only have magic.
A bit.
I only have spells and magic weapons.
Fists.
How far back do we have to go to get away to get out of this cone?
120 feet.
Ye- 50.
50?
It's 150 feet.
The range is 150 feet.
Cool, great.
So, how far are we from him right now?
Right now, you're 80 feet. Yeah, you're 80 feet. Aether is, I think, 70 feet. Maybe 65.
You just kind of not know what to do.
Looks like we're going back to jail.
I'm just gonna
Or
like.
no, right?
I'm just gonna like.
Ends how it begins.
Just gonna like jump at Nyx and like pretend to try and grab her, and then just purposely like fall on the ground next to her and be like, "Ah, the slippery one."
Make a deception check for
Oh
me.
no, I was afraid you were gonna say that eventually. Ooh, look at that. That's a 3.
I mean, if it makes
I
me
see.
feel better, Nyx would definitely dodge out of the way.
I think Nyx didn't have an action to give help, but I think Zykia did. So I'll give you advantage.
It's like he's just like, no, not Nyx.
Yeah, Zykia like jumps in the way to trip you up.
I got another 3.
Alright.
Oh,
Noted. Alright, you try.
What can I say? Don't actually want to arrest them. I don't know.
Alright, next up is Haybeal. Haybeal moves 40 feet closer to you.
Stop! Go away! And he's just not saying anything? He's just there?
So far he hasn't been saying anything, but you see a big old grin on his face.
gross.
Children, you've been playing with things you don't understand. I loved what you did to our lab. But, I'm afraid your games end here. See, I have a ball to attend.
Don't you have something else to worry about too? Like, the world ending?
That's all he says for that turn. All right, the fire and the earth elemental approach Nyx, and they are able to do that without dashing. They're going to try to grapple you.
Okay. Is that a contested athletics?
Yep. Between two of them, they have 6 shots at it.
Oh, shit.
I got a
No.
nat 20 on my first roll.
Never mind.
I got a 12.
Okay, so the fire elemental grabs you. All right. Now we can roll for the earth elemental. You roll at disadvantage.
I just rolled 2 1s. These dragons
I think
are fucking awful.
I think Nyx is shaken to her core.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
I think Nyx is done.
It's going in dice jail. Goodbye. I was so excited about these dice. How
One
they
day.
betrayed me.
One day.
All right. Now, I think what happens next is the water elemental puts a set of arcane handcuffs onto Aether, Sharon Whistle.
No. Very, very sad.
All right, Aether. Now it's your turn. You're handcuffed.
Seeing if there's anything that I could possibly do right now. Sorry, my unarmed strike just makes me laugh every time. Because the damage is just nothing. Because I have a -1 to strength. So D&D Beyond literally doesn't have anything in the damage slot. I guess I'll just chill there with the stupid things on my arms and just say like, we're trying to help everyone. Why are you doing this? That's it. That's all I can do. I'm just very sad.
All right. All right. Now the air elemental goes. They are going to go over to Nyx. Nyx, it's your turn. You're double grappled. 2 natural ones.
I'm gonna look at Habiel. I'm gonna be like, wait, can I? I know things about beholders. Nyx doesn't know things about beholders. Can I use what I know about beholders?
Can make an Arcana or History check.
They're both +0s, so pray I get a good roll, you guys, because.
Is this about?
All right, you can't. All right. I know exactly what you're thinking. I know exactly what you're freaking thinking.
I rolled a natural 20. I'm not joking to you. I have not moved anything.
Okay.
I will send you a picture. Or
No,
I can...
it's fine. I trust you. I trust you. This is meant to be our secret.
Well, you shouldn't have fucking told me about it last night.
It's meant to be our secret. And not only is our secret, I don't even think I'll help you.
No, come on.
I mean, all right, go for it.
You did tell me this last night, so I'm gonna use it to my advantage, or because we're already royally fucked.
This is meant to be our secret for when Karena gives us a beholder.
You told me.
I know, so I could use it against you.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna look at Habiel and I'm gonna be like, Habiel, are you sure there's not something else you're supposed to be worried about right now? Anything could be happening. You really trust these people to be working with you and not against you? Everybody wants to grab at power. You're not alone in that.
I'm gonna make a persuasion or deception check. I was gonna give you disadvantage, but I'm not going to.
This is a mess.
I'm gonna vomit everywhere.
Don't do that.
$24.
24. Okay.
My persuasion is a +10.
Oh my god.
My deception's a +6. So if it would have made you feel better, if it was a deception, it'd just be a 20.
All right.
Wow.
So you see his eyes glance every which direction. It doesn't take extreme insight to realize not only are you saying things that would influence him, but you're saying things that he already intimately understood. You know that he knows that nobody's really on his side. He's confident right now because right now he's amongst a whole lot of people he knows he can beat. However, the future is uncertain even for him. And you gain even, I'll give you this. Since I honestly truly believe that this is not going to help you that much, I'm going to give you insight on lore in exchange. And that's not me taking away. Basically what this is, have you noticed this entire time the beholder hasn't been shooting eye beams at you? The way I would normally rule this is, oh, you give the beholder an anxiety attack. Cool. Now it doesn't do eye beams for a turn, maybe. Or something like that. But it's not doing that because it doesn't need to. So instead, what I'm going to tell you is some insight into like eyes are the window of the soul, and it has big ones. Not only does it believe what you said and believe that's true of the future, but it has been betrayed very recently. You can sense the literal feeling of like things falling apart from under him. You don't know specifically what organizations this beholder's a part of. Got vague idea of Simic Order, but like also didn't really care about the Simic Order labs or secrets or any of that stuff. We'll see. I don't know. That's what I'll give you.
Interesting. Okay.
Ooh.
So, Crumbs, would you like to do one last thing before I declare you all arrested?
Before you just like beat the tar out of me. Yeah, I kind of wish I hadn't tried to arrest somebody now, or like fake arresting Nick. I might have actually gotten away with it. I think it's pretty easy to see when you're getting caught. He's not gonna run alone. I mean, I guess he could run alone, but then we're gonna have another one of those situations, so we don't want to have one of those.
All right. So what happens now is all the Embernox Guard.
We got him, didn't we, boys?
Yeah. Yeah. Literally, one of them
Actually, can I walk over to Zykia
soldier.
and tighten her handcuffs? Like, actually put them on her?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be like, make sure these are on there nice and tight.
They noticed that. All right.
They noticed that. What? That I actually closed them now?
Yeah. You see the little sign at the corner of your screen that goes, "We'll remember this." All right. The Embernox Guard begin to come out from their barricade. You see probably 30 Embernox Guard, all with laser rifles aimed at all of you, circle around and begin to lead you to an armored vehicle. And they put each of you in a different armored vehicle, then lead you to the tip of the Embernox Spire in the largest courthouse in Cardinfall. And I think that's where we'll go on break.
Ah! Oh boy!
Cool.
Semi-betrayal from Crumbs, but not really.
Not really. Just try to think of the best case scenario. Alright. I'm gonna hit the button.
I'm awake
When are
now!
we coming back?
Oh, what do we think? Like, maybe like, yeah, 7:45?
Alright.
Yeah, that's good.
Sounds good to me.